have everybody present except Chuck Dicebeck. He is going to be here late. And Linda Kaczynski, or Linda will be here late. Kasich. Let's see. We do have some guests tonight. We have Linda Dzerzhinsky, and then we also have Jim Grabowski. Linda, would you like to speak first?
No, I really would like to hear the report given regarding pickleball before we make a comment, if that's okay?
Sure. Hi, Jim. You are up.
My name is Jim Grabowski. I'm going to give the 2012 results from the pickleball summers results. This is just signatures that are thank yous to the Rec Commission, and it's a simple thank you to the Recreation Board for putting the pickleball program and supporting it, and also to all city officials. And then just a really brief handout. Would you like me to go through it, or how would you like it to?
Well, I'll tell you what. First, the board would like to thank you for getting this program going, and your countless hours of teaching people how to play the sport. But really, what we'd like to know, like, you know, the numbers of people that have played the sport, and then what we have, you know, for people that are still playing the sport. You know, obviously you have people that come and try it out, and some people may not come back, and you know, that kind of thing. So, do you have like an average of the number of people that are playing the sport now, and how many people have played the sport?
Well, this is pretty brief, so I think I'll probably just follow what I handed out to you. June 15th was the first day the courts were available for play. There's been over 100 players to receive the introductory pickleball lesson. There was roughly 50-50 split between male and female players. Players ranged in age from 7 through 80. The scheduled round-robin play days were well attended. Round-robin means you come and we just keep rotating people through it. The average number of players attending a clinic session or the round-robins in the month of August was about 13. The spontaneous play, where there's nothing really scheduled, has grown, with Sunday afternoon being a popular time. All skill levels are finding comparable partners and opponents. There's a very good mixture. Players are enjoying the physical fitness benefit and enjoying the outdoors. Players also commented that they enjoyed the social aspect of the game. A past Peru resident who's played in Arizona for 4 years and is in tournaments joined our players for a weekend, and he remarked that the skill level of players is quite high for a brand new program. Rackets and balls have been purchased by at least 30% of the players. Local ambassadors of pickleball have grown to a core group of 20. The ambassadors will continue to introduce new players to the sport and offer free lessons. Ambassadors will continue to schedule a group lesson for 6 or more new players whenever time is convenient for everyone. And the ambassadors' commitment to the Peru Recreation Board is to continue to promote the game of pickleball, and we feel the first year was successful. We look forward to working with all city officials and committees on any plans for pickleball play in Peru, and we're confident we can add new players next year, and we will be meeting over the winter to devise a plan.
Thank you, Jim.
Welcome.
Are there any questions? Any questions for Jim or for ourselves?
Of the core of players, are they all Peru residents?
I did not ask for any information on who was a resident or where they came from.
But you have the camaraderie, so you should have some idea, I would assume.
I didn't count them. I didn't really put any effort into finding out where they lived.
Do you think the program would be any...
Excuse me 1 minute?
Sure.
No,
going to
actually,
be,
Jim doesn't have to answer questions. If you could have your questions to us, that would be great.
Okay,
And if we don't know the answers, Mr. Quick, we will find them
okay.
out.
Do you think the pickleball program would be any more or less successful in another venue?
Describe venue. You mean location?
Someplace other than 28th Street Park?
I think we need to give it some time. don't
We
even
have.
know.
You've had a
No, I
year.
think we've given it 6 or 7 months. So, okay, so one season, that gives you a baseline. So now, next season, then we'll see if the numbers go up or if the numbers go down. So then, if the numbers go up, then possibly we would start consider recommending to put a new court up somewhere. But what happens if the numbers go down? You know, then it's fruitless to
I don't
waste
think
money.
anything will happen, because I believe you have your mind made up that we're already going to extend it. The logic of this is, I don't have to eat an entire cake to know whether or not the cake is good or bad. And I think that a couple months to test the water should be sufficient to let you know that you have a sport with a certain amount of popularity, also countered by a certain amount of public nuisance.
You guys think?
Have you given any other thought to any other location, or, I mean, have you taken us into consideration at all?
We've
Because,
given, we've,
quite honestly, there were like 6 there tonight playing, and they were so loud, so boisterous, so irritating. To ask us to have to put up with that for another year, I think you need to come up with some other options.
well, I don't know, I think we've given it some thought on where else we could put it. But to be honest with you, Linda, you know, with the price of what a new court would cost, you know, that's where we'd like to do the baseline. You know, we would like to be able to say, okay, the numbers are going up, so yes, we will invest in a court somewhere. You know, but now we can't. We only have one 6 or 7 month season to base that on. We just can't go and do that.
So, Brian, why couldn't you move it to another court next summer?
Right,
And then it wouldn't cost you a new court?
exactly.
Because that court is painted now for pickleball.
Right.
Okay. Well, you have the money to paint it. There's gotta be some money to turn it back into a tennis court and move it somewhere else.
I guess that could be an option for the future, but not right now.
And why is that?
It's just the way I feel. It's
So,
whatever the
but
board feels.
basically your mind is made up then, that you are going to keep it next year at 28th Street Park?
Yes, I think we should give it that chance. Yes, I do.
And the year after that also?
Depending on what our numbers are after next year.
So what are you gonna do about the noise and the disturbance that it is to us? That we
Would you like
cannot-
us to look into putting up
I don't think a
nets?
barrier is gonna do you any good.
Okay, well then you're
'Cause
putting,
you're too close.
you're putting us into a corner then.
Well,
You're painting
but
us into a
see,
corner.
that tennis court was probably your worst choice because of its location.
We think
Two
it's our
people's
best choice.
house.
We think it's our best choice of the location.
Why?
Because it gives the seniors an opportunity to come from
There
the.
are seniors that come.
Jim, there are seniors that do come.
There was one 80-year-old that came with their
From
family.
Oglesby?
With their family. She didn't walk here from
First off,
Oglesby.
I would like to put something to rest here. Does it matter to anybody if the people are from out of town?
Yes.
Why? There's a public park. That's what we are meant to do. So you're upset if a dad and his father, or a father and his child come from Oglesby to play pickleball at 28th Street Park. I don't quite understand that.
I'm upset about it, that they're coming into my community to create a nuisance. I'm not upset with them playing the game. We've never been upset with the game of pickleball.
That's true.
We've been upset with the accompanying annoyance, which is getting increased because of the better play of the pickleball. as we've said, as the game has gotten, as the players have gotten more skilled, the noise level has increased.
Okay,
So you just offered to do noise canceling barriers,
yes.
and how much would that cost?
$8,000.
And how much did it cost to resurface?
All the courts were rolled into one.
So one court.
39,000.
You would just
So
need to
divided by
repaint it. You wouldn't
So you
to
just need to
resurface.
repaint a new
That
court.
was resurfacing.
So you'd spend $8,000 on a noise canceling, somewhat barrier, but not the how many thousand to repaint one new court.
Which would not be that much money.
We're just,
But
Why
if we
can't-
repaint one new court and we move it, we have to paint another court to make
Correct.
it pickleball.
Right.
So you're actually doubling the cost. So if it was $10,000 to paint one court, now we're talking $20,000.
No, he's
No.
talking about a barrier in comparison to redoing another location. and
Yes,
it's-
he's talking about an $8,000 barrier.
Right.
But how much was it?
And
How many
he
courts
asked
did
the
you
question
paint?
How much it was to do 4 courts. It was roughly $40,000.
For
to
4
round
courts.
up. You're talking $10,000
But that's
per court.
resurfacing. You're just
That's not
talking
painting.
painting now.
Yeah.
How much
They've
is
been
it for painting?
resurfaced.
That's 6 tennis courts and 2 basketball.
either way, okay, say that we move the court to say, let's say Sunset Park.
Right,
That's where you guys think that Sunset Park is a good.
right.
No.
So, but yet, your main complaint is noise. Am I right with that? So it's okay to take the noise and go to Sunset Park with it? Okay.
Sure.
And you'll get the same complaints that you're getting from us,
Okay.
because it is too
Maybe not
loud.
as much though, because their
So-
houses
so
are
it's
not
okay-
as
It's okay
close.
for you guys, it's okay that, you're, say that these people, I don't understand that, that doesn't.
Though their houses, Brian, are not,
that doesn't-
20
that
feet
doesn't
away.
make
not
any
20
sense to me.
feet away
You
from
guys are
that
willing
court.
to put something else on somebody else.
Brian,
Right.
when
Oh,
on
what
us.
did you do?
you
put it
you
on
nothing
us.
came on our door and asked us if it
Nobody
was
said
And
okay.
you're willing to put them through it another year.
Yeah, you're willing
We're
to put
willing
us
them
through
another
it.
2 years.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
And that's okay for you
Yes,
to do that to
yes,
them,
it is.
But we
but it's
can't-
not
but it's
I
okay
think it's time.
for them to want to move it.
You're giving everybody a great election year topic, I'll tell you.
Yes, please.
Your alderman should be.
Where a permanent location would be? You guys give any thought?
Veterans Park. Veterans
If,
Park.
if the program, if there's any interest next year, like, and the year after,
Say that.
that would be the ideal
So that would
location.
be the goal.
That would be the goal.
Do you believe Mrs. Grabowski should have any input to this? She is,
She's a member of the rec
she,
commission.
yeah, but she should excuse herself from this, just like Mr. Putoff does at committee meetings, don't know why topic comes up. He does not engage in it, and I don't think Janice should either.
That's your opinion.
No, it's pretty much, it's pretty
Excuse
much,
me, that's your opinion, that's not the board's opinion.
that's pretty much the rule, it's not the board.
Is
You
there-
are a
it's
volunteer
Robert's
board.
Rules of Order is
It's a-
probably what it is.
Where is that a rule?
It's in Robert's rules that when there is a conflict of interest, that person should abstain from the conversation and from the vote.
I can understand that, Jill, but there's no money involved, so typically that's not the case.
Yes,
I
they're
can
talking
understand-
money.
I can understand exactly your point, but I don't.
They are talking money, Mike.
They are, yeah, there's
They're
$40,000.
talking money.
I mean, she's not personally benefiting financially from any of this. So, you know, so your situation with Dave Putoff has a personal financial interest in.
I think he does it as a courtesy.
Courtesy.
You know,
And you guys have to understand, you guys broke the rules doing this.
We understand.
So you understand that, but you don't, you say we don't make sense when, how is the city council supposed to make sense when you guys aren't
Actually,
following the rules?
actually, it's like I said before, this really is a irrelevant issue because it is now on the Buildings and Ground Committee. In order, if you guys want that court moved, it's not in our court anymore. You have to understand that. What we would like to vote on tonight is if it's a successful program. That's all we're gonna do. And then we make our recommendation to the committee. And then the committee does what they need to do.
So you're washing your hands of it right now.
It wasn't our choice to do that.
Yes, it was.
How do you
It wasn't our
determine it
choice
was a
to change our
successful
No.
program? How are you going to determine it was a success?
The board, what do you guys think? Was it a successful program
How
with
do they
what we
know?
have?
They went
Tom,
there.
have you
Yes,
been up there?
for the first year we had it, numbers don't lie. And we
Have
had-
you been up?
we